Awesome. Welcome, Epic Dream Team. We are live. I am so excited to have you all here this evening. So the reason for this call is we have been a 3-time top elite coach, and I don't know the number, but I know there are not many coaches out there, many teams out there that have achieved elite 3 times in a row. So that's really incredible for us. And in doing so, I've always had in the back of my mind about pushing for top 10, but I think there was a big part of me that just didn't believe that it was possible, so I didn't push. And I was sitting here trying to create my dream board and my goals and everything for 2015, and I was struggling. You know, I have achieved a lot of things that I've gone after, and so I was looking at them like, what is it that I really want this year? What can we do that pushes me out of my comfort zone? Because when I'm pushing out of my comfort zone, that's when it's scary. There are times when I doubt myself, but it creates the most excitement for me. So I was looking at the coaches on the team and the passion and the energy and the people that everyone is helping. I mean, the people that we're helping, and how many of you are growing, just how much growth happened in 2014. So many of you, we all do. We all have baggage. I'd like to say baggage that holds us back, and of course, we can't take baggage to success. It just doesn't happen. So being able to release that and push through comfort zones and watching people start to believe in themselves, not just in the business, but believing in themselves and that everything they want to achieve is possible. So I was looking through everything and started writing out the numbers for elite. I was like, oh my goodness, I know what it takes to be a top 10 elite coach, and I know we have the team and the heart and the people that we can actually do this. It is totally possible for us. I'm going to go a little deeper into that. So I'm like, oh, it's totally possible for us. I'm super pumped. I realize it. I see it on paper, and then it's taking action. And so to let you guys know a little bit about how the elite points work, and if you're not a numbers person, you can drown me out for just a little bit, but then get back in because I have some more information to share. But I'm a numbers person, and so for me, I need to know what the numbers are to make that happen. And basically, I need to be sponsoring about 8 on a bad month, but 10 to 15 coaches, brand new coaches every single month. So I definitely have to put the work in to find 10 to 15 and push for 15 new coaches every month. And then helping those coaches and all the coaches from last year and everyone on the team to earn Success Club. It really is a team effort for us all to be helping a minimum of 3 people change their lives every single month. A minimum of 3 people getting started with a fitness program in Shakeology and coaching them through that. And are all of them going to commit and stay committed all year long? No, but the ones that do, you're going to change their life. And they are going to be forever grateful to you. And you're going to have people say no. We all do. We have lots of people say no. So as a team, we have to go for more no's. That's the only way this goal is going to happen. I was talking with Charisse the other day, actually. She messaged me and she showed me her business activity tracker, and she said, what can I do to ensure I get Success Club? What can I do to make sure that we're a top 10 elite team? And I said, you got to invite more. And I was looking at her business activity tracker. She's doing everything great. She's being consistent, but it's just inviting more. So when you look at your business activity tracker, I want you to say, okay, if you're inviting, you have that goal column, and say your goal is to invite 30 people a week. And if you're doing that every week and you're being consistent and you're earning Success Club 10, incredible, that's awesome. But if you're doing that every week and you're falling short and you're at Success Club 2 or 3 or 4, you gotta get those numbers up there. And I know for me as a brand new coach, 3 years and 9 months ago, I had to invite a lot of people because I was really bad at inviting. I don't think anybody's really good at inviting when they get started. And if you are, like, rock star, because I wasn't, and I know there are some of you on this team that start out and you're a rock star at inviting, and you still think you're not good at it. I think we all think we're bad at it. But it's something we have to learn and perfect and get better at. And so if you're not reaching those 3 people and getting those 3 people to say yes, invite more people. And we have tools and training. So that's the other thing we have to do as a team, is we have to plug into the tools and training. And here comes the real talk. I said I had secrets to share. I share with you all my secrets on the team calls, but this one I've never really shared. This is scary for me. Pushing, and I'm going to probably cry. So pushing for top 10 is terrifying because I don't want to fail. I don't want to let you guys down. And I scheduled this call on purpose, this hangout, on Monday, saying that we were having it. I had no idea what I was going to say to you all. And by Tuesday, I doubted whether we should be pushing for it at all. And this morning, I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to say to them because is it possible? Maybe it's not possible. Maybe we shouldn't push. But we all have to do scary things. When I became a coach, was I terrified that I would be able to leave my job? Hell yes. I was terrified. Is it possible? I don't know. Other people are doing it, so it must be possible. There's potential. So get to work. If it takes me longer, so what? And so today when I was having that little scary moment, like, oh my gosh, I'm doubting, can we do this? Are people really going to band together? Like, think of the lives we can change if we are all doing whatever it takes to get 3 to 5 people to say yes every month, no matter what. That's a lot of lives being changed. So if we don't make it, is that failure? Heck no! Oh my gosh! If we don't make it and we change that many lives because we actually push, there's multiple things that are going to happen there. One, I think we're going to make it, at least right now. Tomorrow, who knows where my mood will be. That's when you got to grab personal development and get back to it. But I knew it didn't, on Monday, I had signed up 7 coaches. I just signed up an 8th. I told you the minimum I need to sign up was 8, but I need to push for 15. I'm still pushing. I should have 2 more signing up on Friday. I'm pushing. I am not giving up. So as I'm asking all of you to push, to get Success Club, to find those 3 people, I'm doing the same thing. And yes, it's terrifying. It's scary. But I feel like I know that if we push, we can get there. But I also know that we're not going to fail. Like, there is no way that we're going to fail because we're failing forward. So before I keep talking, because I could talk all night on this, I want to bring a couple of coaches on. I'm going to start with Genevieve, and I'm going to have her come on. I shared with her, she's probably one of the first coaches that I shared with, that I really have this crazy goal and I want to push for elite, for top 10 elite team. And so I'm going to have her share a little bit about failing forward, and really just what the coach opportunity has brought to her and why she thinks that, you know, she's all in with pushing for top 10 elite.
Okay. Hi guys. Thanks, Christy. Yeah, Christy wanted me to just tell you a little bit about my story. So I became a coach in September of 2013, I want to say. And when I found out that I had to start talking to people, I quit. So I think I quit about 1 to 2 weeks in because I was just completely freaked out, totally out of my comfort zone. So I quit, and I just continued looking at the page, and I continued watching Christys Story, and I was just really inspired basically by the team culture. I heard people saying that they were firing their boss, and every time someone had a problem, you know, someone was helping them, and that's kind of what brought me back to Christy and signing up in June. So I signed up in June, and I'm pretty sure I hit Success Club in July because I posted my before and after photos, and I just had people messaging me. So I probably didn't start actually working the vital behaviors until September, and that's kind of when I was just really determined to hit Success Club. And when I found out I could hit Success Club by working the vital behaviors, I just kind of made a promise to myself that I wanted to continue hitting Success Club for at least a year and earning not Success Club Legend, but one of those, yeah, Success Club All-Star. So that's where I am now, and I'm an Emerald coach. I'm pushing for Diamond. Above my desk, I have a check written out in my name where it says $300. So one of my goals is to start earning $300 a week and be Diamond by March 31st. And I'm just all in. My goal is to hit Success Club every month. And I was telling Christy earlier, I kind of have a theme for this year, and it's just to fail forward. I feel like in this business we're given so many tools, we're given a great upline to follow, but it's really just kind of finding your own way of working it. And for me, I know the only way for me to find that is for me to just do it and jump in and just keep failing. And every time, and I think I think with my mindset as well, because when I don't reach my goals, I don't really beat myself up about it. I just kind of analyze it and say, okay, what did I do? What can I do better? And that was great. Like I sucked and I did it, and next time I won't do that. You know, something like that. So my goal this month was to sign on 4 new coaches, and I haven't signed on any. I have 4 girls interested and saying that they're going to sign up. But I had a call the other day with a girl, and halfway through the call I said, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you in signing up right now? And she said, I'm a 7. And I said, okay, well, you know, what more can I answer for you? Or how much more information can I give to you? Or what's holding you back? And by the end of the call, she said she was ready to sign up. So just stuff like that just makes me feel more confident in this business and feel like I'm doing the right thing. And I guess I just had one other point, and I feel like it's really easy to become disconnected in this business. You know, it's so much of it is on social media, and when I find myself doubting or questioning what I'm doing, I think it's really important to dial back into the vital behaviors, and not only that, but like reach out to a coach and just start connecting with our fellow coaches on the team. That's really helped me. I know when I was really lost and just starting to work it, my family had no idea what I was doing. My boyfriend had no idea what I was doing. My friends thought I was insane. They thought I had like started, I don't know, like on drugs or something, because I was so like happy about what I was doing. But I remember I contacted Lindsay, and we went out for coffee, and you know, we just talked about our fears and the business, and you know, what our friends thought and how well we were doing. So I guess my 2 pieces of advice, or 3 pieces of advice, are to just kind of set some big scary goals. Create like a theme, like something that you're going to connect with, which for me it was failing forward. And then when you start finding yourself getting off track, get back in touch with the vital behaviors and reach out to a coach and get connected with someone. So anything else, Christy?
No, that was perfect. Oh my gosh, I think you should start doing training videos. You definitely should. Really, I'm serious. Okay. Next up, I want to bring on Jackie. And Jackie, what I love about Jackie is that she actually started the business while she was abroad, and not on a military base, because you know it's really easy to start abroad if you're on a military base. But she was teaching abroad, and she dove in anyways, and Jackie actually talked to me, I think the first month I was a coach. So she hasn't been a coach that long, and she really has, you know, even being so far away, she's now back in the States, but she didn't have any excuses. She just kept moving forward and trying, and she's really found consistency. And when I asked her, I messaged her and I said, what do you think about us shooting for top 10? Like, would you be all in for this? You know, are you willing to push? And I'm going to let her share her response with you and a little bit of her story. But Jackie, you want to unmute yourself?
Yes. Okay, I think I unmuted.
Yes.
Okay. So, like Christy said, I started when I was in China, which was very interesting because it was just me being separated from everybody for like 5 or 6 months before that, and then like being like, hey, I'm going to start doing this as soon as I get back. Do you want to join me? So that was really interesting to like had that separation. Let's see. And then when we got back here, I was able to start doing the programs and seeing results, and then everybody was like really excited about it. Let's see. Sorry. And
No.
so then I think it was like last week or a couple of weeks ago, you talked to me and you're like, what would you do if I wanted to push for a top 10? And I was like, you know, I was just thinking about that. Like, how cool would it be if the year I decided to sign on, we like made it to the top 10? And so that kind of lit a fire under my butt, and I've been pushing really hard. I've been going back to the 3 vital behaviors. Like, I feel really competitive, and like, we're gonna do this. Like, it's gonna happen. And you know, like, there are times when you just feel really overwhelmed with everything. You're like, oh my God, how is this going to happen? Like, there's no way. You doubt yourself. You question everything that you're doing. You might have like a crying fit because it's really overwhelming. But, you know, you like take a step back, take a breather. Something that I love to do is crochet. That puts me in a nice, calm place. And then you start over again, and you just go back to the 3 vital behaviors. It's so important and so key to success. And I think people just get like excited about things, and they try to do too much too soon, or like everybody has such great ideas. I want to do that too, and so then you try to take on too much, and you just kind of get lost with like your original goals. But yeah, and so like I'm really excited that we're doing this because I feel like it's given me a lot more drive than I've had like previously. And so I'm just like pushing and pushing and pushing, and I'm really excited, and I know that we could get there. It's going to require everybody to remember the 3 vital behaviors, and you know, take it a day at a time, take it a breath at a time, one invite at a time, and we'll get there.
Yeah, and I love that you said that. You just like, it was a huge aha moment for me in my head, is that our motto this year is everyone matters. And everyone, every person we help, every coach on this team, every Success Club point. And that goes right into the next person, Lindsay. She actually, we were talking about what Success Club points mean. And just so you know, Genevieve has already earned Success Club. She's already pushing for that elite. Jackie and Lindsay have not, but I will tell you, these ladies are pushing so hard, and I know they'll get there. I know they will, because they are inviting like the amazing women that they are, and that's going to create so much momentum for February. So we've been talking about that, you know, pushing for Success Club by the 15th of the month, doing that crazy inviting in the beginning so that you're there, and then you don't have that. I get stressed about it, like I really do. I'm like, oh my gosh, this says 0. So then when I get there, it's more calming, so I can invite with the same fire, but it makes it easier to not be attached to the outcome, which is how we should be inviting, not being attached to the outcome. So Lindsay, I'll have you share a little bit. You know, Lindsay's been an incredible coach. The growth, to watch her grow and push her comfort zones is amazing. She always has the best attitude about it. So I'll let you share the things that you are going to talk about tonight.
Hi, everyone. So yeah, I had this like really huge aha moment when is after I listened to the Amber Scott like 72 Reaching Success Club in 72 Hours. And something that she said that I only heard the second time was like, you have to put a value and a meaning behind your Success Club points. And for all of us, that'll look really different. I mean, we all have the goal of helping people, but the value that we put in that will be different for all of us. And so something that, like, for me as a coach was, like, really huge was like, in February, I'll be a coach for a year. But in those months, I've only reached Success Club 3 times. And so that was, like, another aha for me, because Success Club was this goal, and which, you know, it is should be for everyone, but for me it was like a goal that I didn't really place any value in, other than like it was like points. And so when people like came and talked to me and they're like, oh, well, I can't really afford Shakeology or I can't afford a challenge pack, I was like, that's okay. You can like just do the fitness program, which there's nothing wrong with that. But looking at it now, I realize I was disservicing those people because they came back to me later, or I followed up with them. They're like, yeah, I'm just really struggling with nutrition. And I was just like, you could have, done Shakeology, and that would have brought more value, in my opinion, to you than doing T25 for like 2 weeks, And so now it's just that like change of like focus and putting meaning behind each point. It's not just 5 points or 10 points or whatever. Those are people that we get to help each month and like actually change their life. And really quick, I'm a statistics person, and I heard this the other day. I was reading an article, and it said that like the way that we're going right now in the world, not just in America, by 2030, 2030, which is in like 15 years, half of the world's population will be obese. And so like a huge meaning behind what we do is like we can change that statistic by, helping all these people and bringing on new coaches and whatever. Like we can totally beat that. And so I think a universal value of Success Club is like we have the tools to help people's lives, not just like helping them, like look good. It's like their livelihood. So anyway, so something that I'm pushing for, because like right now I only have 2 Success Club points, but I like know that by the 31st, 11 p.m., I will have 2 more people who say yes. It's 2 people saying yes to their health and fitness. And like they're out there. There's like a bajillion people in the world, like they're out there somewhere. And so, but something that I'm doing right now currently that looks a little bit different than how I was inviting at the beginning of the month is like having urgency without complete desperation. And so talking to people and saying, hey, I only have 4 spots left in my, I'm calling it a wellness project this time around instead of a challenge group. Anyway, I only have 4 spots left in my wellness project, and I really want you to get a spot. Like, would you be interested, or are you in, and blah, blah, blah. And this is, like, people I have talked to, like, in the past, and I'm, like, going back to them or being like, hey, your name, like, popped up. Would you be interested? And so today I've been talking to, like, 6 different people about it. Be like, hey, you came to mind. Like, would you want to be part of this project? And just telling people, like, hey, it's starting on Monday. I know that's pretty quick, but I really want you to be a part of this, or I think it'll really benefit you. And again, just sharing the value of it. I have not once, like, I think I've talked to like 6 people today so far. I have not once like mentioned like, oh, it's called the 21-Day Fix, or you'll be drinking Shakeology, but really showing them like why it fits them, and like asking a lot of questions. Even though I do have the sense of urgency, because I'm like, oh, please just say yes. It is also like you have to know what they need, and like the what I have found is like, hey, I like really want you to be part of this group, and then I ask more and I ask more and I ask more, and they're like, oh yeah, this sounds like really like perfect for me or whatever, and then you deal with like the cost objections later or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, just like really showing value and like urgency, but with kindness, so they're not like, oh, she's just trying to sell me something. Because like I'm pretty sure there's like 2 people on Facebook who blocked me because I messaged them so much about like my challenge group. I was going through my old messages, and I was reading them, and it was like embarrassing because I didn't show them what it actually was, and I didn't show them the value in it. So, and also like having like part of Success Club. for me anyway, that I had this aha moment the other day was having like really solid challenge groups. Before, which is why I was missing my goal all the time, was I was trying to find, I was so desperate to find the people that I just kind of was like, oh yeah, this challenge group will like be a thing. Like it'll just be whatever. And so this month I've just like totally changed my focus and put a lot of heart into this like wellness project. And then that also just really adds a lot of value to my invites. Because like to me it's like this little baby because I've like planned it out and I'm really excited about it and I really want to share it with everyone, and so they see that as well, and are more inclined instead of like, oh, I heard you're like a Beachbody coach.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So I love all those little tips, and if you guys haven't listened to the Amber Scott 72 Hours to Success Club, definitely take a look or listen to that. Tanya, it's in our file section in the team page, but it's incredible, and there's tons of aha moments. And what I love about all three of the coaches that have spoke already is that they continue to grow and learn. And when I came to them and asked them, do you guys want to push for this? Do you think this is a good idea? All of them were all in, and they have been pushing with me ever since. And I love that because it is a team effort, and it does take all of us. And I can see how many people are on this call. And one of the things is I'm committed to leading and teaching and being here. And, you know, when I made this decision, Monday I was on the phone training coaches, doing one-on-one calls, talking to new potential coaches, helping my customers. I was up at 4:15 a.m. to get my workouts in, and I didn't get done until 6:30 p.m. And today, again, I was up at 4:15 a.m., and I will not get done until 7 p.m. tonight. I am committed. I am committed to helping. Yesterday, thank goodness, I had a little bit I didn't have as many calls, and so it was more of a down day where I could catch up with emails and Facebook messages and all that, and same with tomorrow. So I do have some of those down days built in. But I'm really committed, but I can be as committed as possible, and it won't get us to top 10 elite. What will get us there is coaches pushing, doing those vital behaviors, earning success clubs, showing up to things like this. I like one of you said, I can't remember, sorry, it might have been Genevieve, find a coach, participate, like be a part of the team. When you don't come to team calls, and I ask coaches every week, oh, did you listen to the team call? Oh, no, well, the stuff that you were struggling with, I just covered on the team call. And when you miss out on that stuff, you're missing out on helping more people because you're not improving your skill set. And it's not that you have to take away 15 things. It's taking away that one thing that you tweak. So the next person I want to bring on is Charisse. And what I want to tell you about Charisse is her and I talked about the coach opportunity, and she went and joined another network marketing company and then came back to our team. So she is now a coach on the team. She's been a coach for a year, so happy 1-year anniversary to her. And she's also pushing for Success Club. She's at Success Club 4. But when I went to her and asked, like, are you ready to do this? I know she follows a lot of the top 10. And one of the biggest things I see in this business is comparisons, that coaches spend so much time looking at other leaders and comparing themselves and saying, oh, they're so great, or they inspire me, or watching all that they do. And that's totally fine. But if you're going to watch another coach, watch them so that you can take it and implement it and dive into your own business so that you're using the parts that you like about what they do, because you are just as good as they are. You can be where they are. And a lot of those top 10 coaches, and this is, you know, the thing is, the top 10 teams, those coaches work 15-hour days. And that is not something that I'm going to do. I'm going to balance it out to where it's 40 hours a week. But I'm committed to helping you all. But you have to be committed to those vital behaviors. You have to be committed to showing up. And Charisse is going to welcome her on the line. And she is somebody that has struggled with those vital behaviors, but has been super consistent through intern groups, through connecting with other coaches, through mastermind sessions that she has with other coaches, which I'm going to be setting up for the coaches who do want to push and who do want to be all in. So make sure to message me if a mastermind session is something that you are interested in. So Charisse, I'll have you share a little bit about what this pushing for top 10 elite means to you and how it's going to help you achieve elite next year.
Well, thanks, Christy. Hi, everybody. I was fine until you said you saw how many people on the call, because I totally spaced. It wasn't just the 5 of us. I'm super excited about top 10. I totally think we have it in us. It's so hard to explain because there's been like this shift this January. Like I've kind of stumbled here the last month, and I just really feel like we have it in us to do this. Like Christy was saying, I follow a lot of the top 10 people, and I always tell myself when I get discouraged or I'm like, why are people saying no or whatever, that there is nothing different between me and Melanie Mitro, Amy Silverman, you know, whoever else, other than they never quit, they were consistent, and they kept going. That's it. So I know I have really big goals. They were kind of scary. I kind of felt a little bit sick when I wrote them down. But my goals, you know, are to be, by 2016, is going to be a top 5-star diamond top elite coach. I want to be in the top 50, and I want to bring my husband home from his job by 2016. I have to really put some hard work in, and I'm going to have to push myself, and I am really my own worst enemy. But I'm super excited to look back on the year and how much I've grown, and you know, it's a click. It's like now I can go and see someone's a top coach's Instagram or watch a video or get some information and go, oh, I really like that idea. I'm going to implement that idea, because you have to implement things to get them to work. You know, a little bit about me, my background. I started in this business a year ago, and I have always been a quitter. I quit everything. I never followed through with anything. I have ADHD, so I'm kind of all over the place. I'm an artist. I'm a dreamer. I'm horrible with numbers, so all you numbers people, it's good for you, because I suck at it, and it's overwhelming for me. But I knew that this was something that I wanted to do. So I know I have it in me, and I just have to put the work in and make sure that it's a priority for me. So I've really been pushing, and I think this will be awesome for our team. It is a team, and that's another thing that's really clicked for me recently, was understanding why everyone says it's a team. It's a team effort, because just like Christy said, she's not going to hit her goals and hit top 10 elite, or excuse me, top 10 in the company if we don't do it, because she can't get there on her own. Just like I can't hit diamond. I'm pushing for diamond by the 15th of February is my goal date. And I'm not going to be able to get there if my personally sponsored coaches that I have aren't either business building, or I'm not helping them good enough, or they're, you know, things like that. So that really is something that's really, really a total aha for me recently, was, you know, now I know why all these network marketing companies say it's really about the team effort, and it's, you know, not really about you. It's really about everyone. And that's really awesome. So that's really cool that our motto this year is everyone matters. And my little motto this year is, I kind of stole this from my friend Laura, but it fits me perfectly, is I'm really leading my fears this year, because if I don't, I'm going to cry. Sorry. I just turned 41, and I've never been anywhere, and that's my dream. Like, I had my kids when I was 21 and 25, and I put my life on hold so I could raise them. And I have a wonderful husband who, God bless him, works his butt off so that I could stay home with my children. And we've struggled my whole life. And I am scared to death that I'm going to die where I live in Spokane, and I'm never going to have seen the world. And I think I just really had that kind of aha moment. Just recently, when I've just really been thinking about Chalene Johnson's push, and just really knowing, like, I want this, and what am I going to have to do to achieve it. What is my push goal? And for a long time, I thought it was bringing my husband home from work, but it's not. It's life. I want to live. And to me, that's being able to travel. That's being able to go, let's go skiing. That's being able to just do what I want to do. You know, it's not about money. It's about when I'm in my deathbed and I die in my life, hopefully I'm blessed to live a long life. It's the relationships I've had with people. It's the you know, the communities that you've helped. It's, you know, the experiences that you've had in life that make the difference. Not how big my car is or my house or how much money I have in the bank. I don't care about that stuff. I just want to travel and help people. I've wanted to do health and fitness for the last 5 years of my life, but I knew I didn't want to train in a gym. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just wanted to do more for people. And so when I found this opportunity 2 years ago, I don't know why I didn't say yes, because I wasn't ready. But I'm super excited that I said yes, and I know that we have it in us to hit top 10, and I know that come hell or high water, by 2016, my husband is going to be able to go work a $10 an hour job because he wants to. So sorry to get emotional.
No, I love it. I mean, that's what we have to do, though. We have to get emotional about this. We have to get emotional about our goals. We have to get emotional about helping people. Sierra is a new coach on the team, and she's also my sister-in-law. And when she messaged me and said that she was ready to get started, that she was committed to her goals, that she needed a change for herself, like how bad she felt about herself, like that's what we do. We are giving people hope again and giving them excitement and passion for life again and being able to live, while at the same time being able to do that ourselves, you know, go after our own passions and live. And for us to be a top 10 team, like we have it in us, but we have to believe, me included. And there will be days that we're like, can we do this? Can we find 3 people this month? Can we find 5 people? Hell yes, we can. We just have to work harder, invite more people, put more passion into it, grow our skill set, work on our health and fitness goals, share that journey. I mean, I have people tell me all the time, well, Christy, I haven't lost a bunch of weight. Neither have I. I've gained weight. Like, use that story, share it with people. Inspire them, you know. And like I was talking with someone today about the coach opportunity, and she's been with another network marketing company and has an awful taste of network marketing, but she's followed me for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in March. And she said, you're just so inspiring and you give me hope, and I have to give this a shot. That's cool. Like, that's awesome. And to hear her story and what she's going through and what she wants out of life, and hearing you, Cherise, cry. I love that. Sorry, I don't mean that I love that you cry, but I love that your why now makes you cry, because I don't think it did before. And sometimes it takes being in this business longer. Huh? No. And it takes being in this business longer.
Yeah. And like, I'm really glad you said that, because really, if somebody asked me, what does Beachbody mean to you, in one word, it's hope. Because that's what it's given to me.
Yeah. And I feel like, so I'm going to wrap this up because I know it's been long and we had the What is Coaching call. But I'm committed. I'm committed to working hard. I'm committed to helping you all. I'm committed to inviting. I'm committed to doing the vital behaviors. I'm committed to being a better leader. I have to have the commitment from you. I can't do it on my own. And the reason I had these 4 ladies is because when I asked them about pushing for top 10, they were all in. Not all of them have earned Success Club, and they are pushing and doing whatever it takes right alongside me. And I know because of that, we are going to change so many more lives in 2015 than we even touched in 2014. And I was scared. I was scared to have this hangout. Thank you all for bearing with me. I know we took a couple hours trying to figure out how to get everyone on the hangout earlier today. So thank you. I thank you all for believing in us as a team, for working together as a team, for showing up to the team calls, for inviting to the What is Coaching call, for using the tools, for helping people, all of it. Sometimes you're just going through and you're doing this to-do list, and you know, I sit down in the mornings and I write out my goals. Like, what does this mean? What am I pushing for today? what this to-do list, what does it mean? What are the, just like Lindsay was saying, what do the points mean with Success Club? What does your to-do list mean? Doing that on a daily basis, what does that mean for you? What does that get you closer? For me, it means that as us pushing for a top 10 team gets you guys out of your comfort zone, gets you guys believing that more is possible, that you have more potential than what you do right now, because you all do. You guys are barely tapping into the potential that you currently have. And I want you all to believe and have more confidence, because if you do, your world is going to completely change. I want you all to experience what I experience. And I know you all do to some degree, but to be able to have this incredible gift and pay it forward, to create financial freedom, flexibility, whatever that is for you. You know, for me, it's, I don't ever want to have to worry about putting gas in my car again, or having to worry about paying the mortgage, or if we want to go skiing, you know, having multiple ski passes. I want to be able to enjoy that and not be like, oh, we can't afford to go skiing this weekend. We can't afford to go to Vegas this weekend. I don't want to, and I don't have to. But I want you all, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that freedom in your life is, I want you all to experience that. And the only way we're going to experience that is if we push more comfort zones as a team. And since I've talked with you all about doing this, about pushing for top 10, you guys have had a fire and a push and pushing comfort zones, and that's what top 10 means for me. So I want you all to find out what top 10 means to you, what that means to your business. Success Club All-Star, I love that Genevieve said that. All of you can be Success Club All-Stars. 12 months, all year long, Success Club 5 or more. You can be a Success Club 5 All-Star, Success Club 10 All-Star. You all have it in you. So I know that when we get to Summit this year, next year, we're going to have so many more Success Club 5 and 10 All-Stars because we're pushing. That's a lot of lives being changed. So I'm going to wrap this up. There was something I was going to say before I was going to wrap. Oh, the mastermind sessions. So those of you that really do want to push, that Success Club 5 is a no matter what. I've sent some emails already out to create schedules and figure out the mastermind sessions. I'm going to have probably about 2 to 3 a week that I will be on with a group of other coaches. We'll do a hangout. It won't be live for everyone to see. It'll just be us. But we'll go through goals and how to push and ideas and really work together as a team so that we're not in this alone. Thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you, ladies, all for sharing your stories and all your tips. I am really excited for 2015. I hope you all are as well, because I feel like this is our year to show people that we are the best team to be on. I know the kind of support other teams give. I really do. I get messages all the time, and it always shocks me because they're like on a top 10 team, and I'm like, what? They'll help you with that? Oh my gosh. So we really have something special. Get out there, share it with people, let them know that you are there to help and support them. And let's do this. All right, thanks everyone.